What it do, Dope Nation? Welcome to another episode of a Dope Ass Podcast. You know I got somebody with me to my right. You know who she is. Star Money.
Yes.
How you doing?
What's good, love?
Everything's great. How was your week?
My week
leading
was
up to today?
amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay.
No kids this weekend, you know.
Oh, you got the little thought. Get the little thoughtful this weekend. If that's what you do. I didn't say you did.
I didn't.
You ain't have to your face on me like that.
I kicked it with a couple of my friends. You know, grown women stuff.
Grown women fall.
Yeah.
But you know how I do.
Okay.
I got something for you.
I know. I'm excited.
I got a dope ass artist right here.
I heard.
Yeah.
You've been telling me about this surprise all week.
Surprise. Dope Nation, this is Ricky.
Hey, how y'all doing? I go by the name of Ahmed Ricky. Follow me on Instagram at 2AM Ricky. Artist, model, recording artist, actor, all that.
Just like that. I met Ricky.
Yep.
What does that mean, the first? Because I thought it was like an acronym.
It is. AMET is an acronym for Always Measure Every Triumph. So I gave myself that name when I was a kid. I started writing music because my parents was abusive. So my acronym was a reminder to myself to be better than my last success. Don't worry about the bad that's going on. Just be better than the good that just happened to you.
Oh.
Damn. I was going to ask you what was the message in your music. What was it behind it? But it's like you hit a nigga with it quick, boy.
I mean, it is a name.
This Primo, though, bro. You got to say what's up to Primo.
What's up?
Nah, that ain't Primo.
That ain't Primo.
This is Primo.
What's up, Primo?
Yeah, Primo, man. Primo greater to be exact. Goddamn, but I don't know. I wanted this to surprise. I don't know how you wanted to kick it. Does it matter?
It don't matter.
Okay. You ready for the surprise?
Yes,
You ready?
I'm ready.
You want me to tell her or should you tell her? Or should I tell her?
Go ahead, tell her.
What was I? You know the last episode we had, right, with them girls.
Yes.
And one of the questions she asked you was, have you ever been with a transgender man or woman?
No. I told you no.
Yeah.
I haven't. I have never been with anyone that's transgender. That's like, you know, one of my things. It wouldn't be a problem. Like,
Yeah.
that was my answer.
This is my guy, Ricky.
No!
Hey.
Yes.
It used to be like a goddamn, I want to tell you a story. It used to be a woman turned to a dude. There you go.
No!
Just that simple. That shit
Do not
behooves
play
me.
with
Like,
me.
I ain't even know it.
Are you serious?
Dead ass.
Oh my God, is this for real?
This is for real.
Dead ass. That was the surprise. Because I
Do
wanted
not
to tell
do
you, because it was so soon that you said something about that. I was like, and then the opportunity arose, and I was like, okay, I did my research looking into Ricky. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this is dope. Like, I mean, it was different for me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I just want to see where it goes. That's the type of person I am.
Oh my God, I feel like
And then that guy
cry.
Star Money right here, you motherfucker all type of way. She bisexual, she like men and women.
No, like I feel like crying. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hi.
Hi.
Oh my God, I feel like this is
Hey,
not
girl,
a real
hey.
person.
You a fool.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, like with the music though, how's that been? Like, how is that like with creating your music, knowing like?
Honestly, like I feel like it's what gives it its sense of diversity because I'm able to tell life stories from different perceptions. Like I'm a storyteller in my music, so I can give you my perception of my side of it and how I feel. But in the same token, a woman is going to have a more emotional, intellectual approach to how she discusses a situation. Whereas a man, we mad, this how we feel.
Yeah.
Fuck these bitches, get money, let's get on with it.
That shit crazy.
I combine both, and you hear both of that in my lyricism, in my music.
See, you confused the fuck out of me just did. Because at first, like, I get what you were saying. You were saying, like, you could channel both. Mm-hmm. Fuck, man.
Because at the end of the day, regardless of you're born male, you born female, we both got male and female energy.
Yeah, they're on, the X and Y chromosome.
Yeah, we both got them.
Like a motherfucker.
Like a motherfucker.
Like a motherfucker.
Mine was born, and I just had more estrogen, and now I got more testosterone. And that 20% girl brain, I let it kick in when I got it right.
What? Hold on, tell me. When you got it right.
Yeah, when I got it right.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's how you write your music.
Yeah.
From the perspective of that. Because women, like, we do make you a motherfucking cheater. Mm-hmm. You a cheater, bro.
How?
Because, bro, like, dudes, we make music for women. And if you know what the fuck women want, you cheating.
I'm not. I make music for women, too.
Duh.
It's not cheating.
But it's like you rubber shit. I know they want this and this and that. Shit, I'm going to put this in that bitch and flip it that way. I know they going to like it. You feel me?
Not necessarily, because not everybody that's a transgender male knows how to tap into that side. So that's
Right.
not me having an advantage. That's just me being knowledgeable of myself and, you know,
Right.
having an understanding of myself and what to turn on, what to turn off.
When did you like get serious with your music? Though, it was like, man, I want to put my shit out here to be judged and critiqued by people. When was that? And how was like, what was that conversation with yourself about? We have them.
That was about 4 years ago now. And I had always written music. I had always made songs. I had put little, you know, bullshit mixtapes out on SoundCloud or whatever. But I didn't get serious until my best friend was murdered. My first album was me saving his case. So the first album, Hiatus, from beginning to end, those recordings, that's really his voice. Those are really witnesses. Those are really the people confessing to it. Damn. And I made it. The school tried to cover up his murder. He was murdered in his dorm room.
Damn, it was in college.
In college. We was college students.
Damn.
I was a sophomore because I went to college early. He was a freshman.
Yeah.
He got murdered in his dorm room. I'm the only person he called for help. The school tried to cover it up. My way of saving it was I did my own investigation, got my own recordings of everything because I was the popular kid on campus. So, I mean, when it had me like, I'm going to figure out how to make shit shake since the police don't want to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to figure this shit out.
And that's when I got serious into music. I was like, we always talked about me doing it. He was who pushed me to everything I'm doing now. He spoke it over me. So once I lost him, I'm like, all right, well, this time I'm about to have to save you and repay you.
Like, since you put yourself out there and, like, you know, going to these different showcases, you know, probably getting interviewed and whatnot, because I see you real open with who you are.
Yeah.
Like, when I seen that on your Instagram, I was like, damn, he just put, like, his shit's cut off. Like, that shit, like, is like how is it, like, interacting with other artists? Because Atlanta, like, is like a real popular scene right now for music.
Very. For me, I chose to be real open with it because, one, I'm not trying to be, you know, superstar famous and TMZ dropping my girl pictures the same time I win the Grammy, and that's how the world figured out.
Yeah.
But in the same token, like, I like people to understand me. Even with meeting other artists doing showcase, like, I want you to understand who I am as a person, whether you listening to my music, whether you discussing business with me, whether we just kicking it. I want you to fully understand who I am.
Yeah.
Because you have the right as a human being to have an opinion against who I am. And that's okay. But let's get that out the way in the first place.
Right.
Yeah.
And we ain't going to have no problems. You respect me. I respect you. We make great music.
Get like that. Like, I know you say you went to college. You went as a guy?
I went as a girl.
As a girl?
I went to college as a girl. I started doing music as a girl. My first shows were as a female. Honestly, my first time performing since transitioning has been recently since I moved to Atlanta.
Wow.
Hold on. What?
So my career, I Met Ricky started as a female. You can go back. My first project, that hiatus.
So how long you been in Atlanta? Fuck that. Let's get it. How long you been in Atlanta?
Year and a half, almost 2
Okay,
years.
and that's when you started performing as Ricky.
Male. No, that's how I start performing as male. Like I always.
Oh, how different is that though?
Very. Like Ricky, the name I Met Ricky has never changed.
Yeah.
You can search that name. You can find interviews as me as a girl. You can find songs as me as a girl, pictures, whatever you want
I
to
ain't
find.
never seen
you
no picture. You ain't got it on your Instagram. I think you had one. It was like the first one on your thing. You got like I was kind of see.
I'm not gonna have no pictures on
Yeah.
Instagram. I know Google probably got them
Got
hidden,
them
but
Right.
They got
but
them
like
all.
YouTube, you can still find old performances, music videos, and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But it's been interesting. But I feel like I've allowed people to transition with me, like just like everybody's seeing it on Instagram and seeing the change.
Were you when you were performing as a girl? Were you like, okay, and because I'm assuming that this is who you are. You've been feeling like this for a while. Were you performing in the mindset of a dude, or were you in like I'm just being Lammy turn, either a dude, a stud, or a girl? Which one were you?
I still performed. I still wrote the same way I do now.
Yeah, no,
it's just when I spoke in context,
Yeah.
I spoke, of course, as female. Like right now, I could say, I'm a nigga, fuck these bitches, but
Yeah.
then I can't say that. So
Yeah.
I would have to tell the story from a female's perspective.
Okay.
Right.
The reason why I asked, I don't know if it sound hard, if it sound like I rushed over that, but it's like, because I mean, you a whole dude to me. Like, I don't
Yeah.
see a female. And I was saying, like, basically, like, before you went through your transition, as you was performing as a female, did you have like a stud look, or were you a feminine look, or were you stud? You get what I'm saying, or is it not?
I was a stud, but I was really pretty, so I still looked feminine. Like,
soft stud. That's
yeah,
soft
pretty
stud.
much, yeah. So like how I dress, how I looked like a stud, but I still like I had long hair down my back, like
you still got your eyebrows
still got
done.
the eyebrow. Like
Were you going for women then or dudes then?
Women.
Oh, so you was just like,
That's
okay,
what
so
studs
you,
are.
I mean, because it's like, I mean, I guess so. You right,
Studs are going for
motherfucker.
women.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
like in my songs, I'm still talking about fucking women. Like
Right.
Okay.
Let me take over. Hi, how are you?
Shit, I don't fucking know. I'm trying.
I know. Don't
Shit,
worry about
I
it.
did the
got you.
music. You feel me?
Okay. I'm
But
gonna
I
get to the
did- give me
dating
some.
part. Right. You did the
That
music.
nigga hands even rough like a nigga, y'all. That's a nigga. That's a whole nigga, y'all.
Listen. Okay. Moving on. Okay, because this is my area. Yes. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Oh my God, this is a shock. I really feel like I got tears behind my eyes.
I did. Did I do that though?
You did. Like, I'm about to
I
take
be
you to dinner
loving
somewhere.
surprise and stuff, buddy, y'all.
Listen. So, dating. It's always been women for you.
Yes.
Is this something you knew since birth, or is this something you grew into
Yeah, it's all something I've always known since birth.
since birth? Okay. So, in this transition,
Mm-hmm.
you going from a woman to a man,
Mm-hmm.
did you ever feel like at some point, like, I need to let people know, like for an example, when you've been a woman, some guys are still attracted to that stud look. Some guys are still attracted. So
Especially you got a fat ass. I say something in college. I was like, you can't be all the way, studying. You got that fat old booty. You feel me?
But it's
But
possible.
never mind me. I want to introduce that one more time. I was having this conversation, bro. It's gonna be real quick. Like as I was saying, this lady, I was talking to her about it at my job. I was like, yeah, I'm about to interview a transgender male, and she was like, oh, that's interesting. I was like, yeah. I was like, but I don't know, like, is it since birth or like do they grow into that same? That's why I'm saying on the same line. I gotta ask this. Well, I gotta say this. It's a statement, and it fucking blew my mind when she said it. She was like, that's why she tell parents like whenever they're pregnant or whatnot, if you want, like, say if you want a daughter, and you come out on your baby on your gender reveal as a boy, and you like, fuck, I want a daughter. She was like, it's on the spiritual level. It's like the baby feel that y'all wanting to start conflicting them, and I was like, fuck, could that be true? Don't know.
Listen, let me
Go
answer
ahead.
that
I just
for
wanted
you.
to make that statement.
I'm gonna answer that for him, okay? It's very, very true. I'm gonna tell you how. It's true. I was in my second pregnancy. Everybody knows I have 4 boys. Second pregnancy.
Yeah, she got 4 boys.
I was sitting here and I was like,
And
yo,
she like women.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Behooves me.
Don't worry
Yeah, I'm
about
just
it.
fucking with him.
But anyway, ultrasound people say, oh my God, you're having a girl. I said, yes, finally. I decided to be extra. I wanted to polish everybody's nails.
Not extra.
Extra. I wanted to do everybody's hair. I wanted to be so girly because I wanted my girl to come out very girly because those traits are passed down.
And that's where you fucked up.
Where I fucked up at is when they pushed out a boy. I said, wait a minute. It's a boy.
Ricky said that when you fucked
That's
up.
where you fucked up. I can tell you from my mama's experience. My mama tried it all. That's where she fucked up.
He came out girly. He came out like
What you mean,
Beyonce, Pink. It was girly. It's like you couldn't change that until later on when he grew into himself. And he was like, I don't like that no more. I don't like Beyonce. My favorite color is not pink. I don't like flowers. I like this. And it was nothing I had to change. It was just, as a baby, he had these sensitivity ways,
So what y'all think about it? Just an open question. Like, even with Alicia Keys, with her son wanting to get his nails done. How did y'all feel about that? How did you feel?
I feel like you have to allow your child to be open, like you said, and show who they are. Like, a lot of parents try to say that they don't see, once their child identifies with who they are and coming to themselves, a lot of parents be like, I didn't see the signs. That's some bullshit, because I know my signs.
That's a lie.
Like, my parents was like, we didn't see the signs.
Yeah.
I was 2 years old, taught myself how to piss standing up, whether I could sitting down. Y'all ain't seen no damn signs.
Right. That's a sign.
That's a sign.
He wants a penis.
Like, my
Baby
thought.
wants a penis.
Yeah, my thought was with that though. Like you say, like you gotta allow your kid to be who they are and express themselves. But when and it goes along because Alicia Keys was like, she was like, nah, baby, because he felt bad about it, and she was like, nah, baby. Man, it's a lot of men that wear nails, polish on their nails. But that's what the conflict is with me. Like when you saying, let the kid, do what they do. Like he self-corrected himself. Even though he processed was that wrong or right. He felt that it might have been wrong when he said it. I don't know if I should do it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of her just not standing and letting him just figure that out on his own, she just did what a nurturing mother would and nurtured him, try to make him feel better about it. Because it wasn't even about the nails at that point. It was about, don't feel bad, baby. It's dudes out there that get their nails done, so don't even feel bad about that. I feel like that's where that probably came from. but it conflicted him. So now he
No.
don't think it's.
I think
No.
it comes from just like stereotypes.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was about to say.
especially in the black community.
Yeah.
Like in the black community, it's more like the white community, other communities, it's
Yeah.
more open with that.
Yeah.
Black community, you automatically already know that you're gonna get chastised, whether it's not from your parents,
Right.
your aunties, your cousins. When you
Yeah.
go to school,
Somebody.
somebody is gonna correct you for expressing yourself.
Right.
Because that might be normal for other people to do. That's not normal for your people to do.
Right, and that's what she was trying to
Look, I almost
express.
said in real life, y'all. That it is in real life. That how
Yeah,
niggas
like
grow
that's
up.
how it really is. Like,
Yeah.
That is, and I think that's what she was trying to express to her son. Like, hey, don't worry about what other people say. If you was excited about coming to the nail shop, we're gonna come to the nail shop. We're gonna get your nails done. But for me, having 4 boys, I'm not gonna say that that's not an option, because if my kid came out and said that, then that would be something we would talk about. But I'm not gonna force my kid to be somebody I want them to be. If this
Yeah.
is who you're gonna be, then we're gonna have restrictions. We're going to have guidelines to this, because you're still a child. I'm still held responsible for your well-being. I'm not going to let you go to school and get tortured
Because
and then
you
you
wanna-
end up being suicidal because somebody else did not accept you in school.
Yeah.
My job is to protect you. So
Yeah.
if getting your nails done is going to get you chastised, then let that be something we do on the weekends, and then I'll take it off on Monday through Friday. But this is
Okay.
something we do on the weekends.
Okay.
So-
how was your? Fuck that. Here we go.
Oh!
Fuck that.
Oh! I'm
Ricky.
going to polish your nails.
It crazy. I got a daughter, so and I was thinking about that. Like, I might be a day she might paint my nails. She did my toenails before already, so I ain't
Some
tripping.
ugly things.
Yeah, they ugly in them motherfuckers. How was your support system though? Like through your transition, like
trash. Like,
Trash?
no, like in all honesty, my best friend that passed away was my support system in the beginning. Like, that's who.
was he gay or straight?
No, he was straight as fuck.
Damn, she
Straight
was
as
trying to
fuck.
hit that pussy that one time, Ricky.
No, like that's like
That man is
that's
gone.
literally
Wings
like
a girl.
he's really been almost like a brother. Like I said,
Yeah.
my real family were abusive, but they were well known where I was from. So like political figures, lawyers, like they was the
Shit
niggas
like
who
that.
could do the shit and they could get away with it because of who they knew and the money that they had. So
Yeah.
I never really had family. Like my best friends
Was your family?
Yeah, that
So
like
is
they
it like-
really are my family.
Question, because I don't know. Like, do you think that like with going through that transition and whatnot, do you think that most people that go through that seem like they're alone with it?
Yes,
And
like-
how do you how would someone like someone deal with that? The depression that may come, like the hard times, the loneliness, like how?
Statistically, especially in the black community, most trans people or youth, especially the youth, are depressed, are suicidal,
Yeah.
are homeless,
Yeah.
don't have support. So it's a common thing. I feel like you just gotta figure it out for yourself. Like a lot of people turn to addictions. A lot of people do succumb to the depression. There's music, there's sports, there's working out, there's whatever it is that you gotta find to release. That's more of like a soul searching thing. Like I gotta deal with this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
My choice to love myself and
Yeah.
do what's best for myself comes with the sacrifice of having the acceptance of everyone else. Do I
Okay.
want everyone else to love me, or do I want
want
me
to
to
love
love
me.
me?
That shit
Right.
I
dope.
want me to love me.
That's
so
dope.
I can't worry about what everybody else is. I just got to find my outlet for when I get that lonely feeling, how to deal with it.
Yeah.
That's great. That is so great. Oh, you sexy.
Thank
By the second
Oh,
keep
shit.
going, it's getting sexier and sexier. Like what? Ooh.
No, I would not go there with y'all.
Listen,
I
I'm
do
finna
not
there.
wanna go there.
I'm finna go there. I'm
Why?
finna go there. Listen,
Stop, please. I can't.
listen. I'm just trying to see what that macaroni cheese do.
Yeah.
Listen.
Everybody,
Okay.
go ahead.
Listen.
Macaroni and cheese.
Listen, don't worry about it. It's don't worry about it.
All right.
Hey. So anyway, your music.
My music,
How far do you want to take it?
as far as it's gonna go.
So you okay with being in the public eye and being a role model for other people that are trying to be transitional like you are? Like you can set a positive example, or are you just out here for the money?
No, that's actually what the goal is. Not even just to be a positive example for transgender people, for
Everybody.
young black people, period. Like,
Right.
I come from a place called Winston-Salem in North Carolina, right? Our crime rate is so horrible, the police don't come.
Oh,
You look on the news, like here, somebody try to rob a bank. Oh my God, it's on the news. Somebody robbed it. They shot it. The police are going to find them. There, you see the news. Someone tried to rob a store, shot it. The owner shot and killed him back. That's it. That's all you going to see. I got a homegirl. Her name was LaShawn. LaShawn died, was shot in broad daylight leaving school, and body laid there in broad daylight.
Damn.
So it's not even just about people who are transgender. It's about young black people, period. Like, it's cool. Yeah, you can be from these places. You can have experienced this. There's no story I've heard from someone that I haven't had the same experiences.
Yeah.
But you don't have to sit there and stay in that place, and you don't have to stay there and be
Right.
that person.
Right.
Is it harder for the trans male or the trans woman going through the process? In your thinking.
They both bad.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's gonna be both hard. Like,
They're both hard. It's really not one is easier to deal with than the other. Like, they're both very difficult.
Okay.
They're just difficult in different areas. Like, when it comes to issues with the trans community, people think of trans women before they think of trans men.
Yeah.
You'll see trans women in the news more than you'll see trans men. So for us, our shit don't get reported. Like, you're not going to see the shit that happens to us.
Right.
You'll hear about what happens to a trans woman, but you're not going to hear about our shit.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
even then, that's
you know
rare.
one thing you finna I know you done experienced this fucking life as a fucking black man. How is it?
Yes.
wow.
Do you agree with us? Hell.
It's
No,
hard.
listen.
Boom, boom, boom. We gonna get it from Ricky.
My life took a major turn as far as how I was treated, like in public, in corporate settings, shit like that, when I passed. Pass means I can walk in public and you ain't got to ask no questions if I'm a nigga or not. Right?
Yeah.
So once it got to that point,
Damn, that's a lingo.
it's a switch.
Right.
Like,
Nigga, please. Watch that nigga. He might grab something.
so like, once people start viewing me as a black man, like, I start getting treated like shit in, like, in public. Like,
Yeah.
police always trying to look at me, trying to say some
Trying
shit
to
to
tell
me. Corporate motherfuckers always want to mess with you. Like, it's hard.
Like a motherfucker.
So do you get your ID changed? I know that's like a small question, but I need to know the facts. Like, do you get your
yes,
ID
you
changed?
do get your ID changed.
And they legally allow that to happen? Yeah. That is amazing.
It depends on what state you live in, what the requirements are. But yeah.
So
they'll
here
let
in
you-
Georgia, you changed.
Well, in Georgia, I'm in the process of changing because I just had my top surgery. So I had to
Okay.
at least have the letter for that to get it changed in Georgia.
Okay,
The letter.
gotcha.
What letter?
Oh, you got to go through a process.
I'm about to say.
For what?
everybody
So,
wants to-
like, if you want
Do you free bleed?
Listen, let's
Yes,
do
sir. I
some
seen
of
you on
the
Instagram.
process.
You see how I fucked you up just
do
then,
the
Ricky.
process. Tell them the process first. So free bleed.
I had to
Ain't
fuck
nobody
you up
finna
real
free
quick.
bleed.
They were talking about it on
Okay, but he's a
Instagram.
black man. That was them white
They
people.
said, but they still said men bleed too.
Okay,
and that
but-
nigga was sitting down with blood in between. I ain't see. I'm like,
He
what you
didn't
talking about?
say
Oh,
that.
okay.
He didn't say that. Oh my god.
I'm saying, like, do
He
I
making
free
this
bleed?
look
What
bad.
the fuck?
Hey,
I was just asking.
Okay, I get what your question
He's
is.
trying to see if you got a vagina.
I said I want to know if you
That
still
what free
bleed.
bleed is. It's a
No,
vagina.
I don't still bleed.
Okay. Do you still got a vagina? 'Cause that's what she wanted to know.
No,
No.
I do not.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, that. Listen, get to the process. Then we're gonna talk about your vagina. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's get it, Ricky.
So the process depends on what state you're in. So like in Georgia, you have to have either top or bottom surgery. Then you have to go to your doctor, make your doctor write you a letter. Then you have to take that letter, go get a court date, give that to the lawyer,
Yeah.
to the judge.
Yeah.
Have them put your name in the paper for 4 weeks, come back to court.
Put your name in the paper. Make sure what.
Make sure
You
you,
ain't
don't got
missing
no
the name.
missing, ain't got no
Oh,
warrants.
okay. Trying to goddamn. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
They try to put your ass out there.
Yeah.
Make sure you who are you say you are. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
then what happened?
And then you come back.
Do
and
you
they
ever
say
have to
yes or
go
no.
through like any kind of go see like a psychiatrist or any kind of therapy or whatnot before you go through it?
You got to do that before you can even start on testosterone.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you got to go to therapy for at least a year before you can
So,
get on it.
do you think that what you saying that your parents were abusive? Do you think that had anything to do with it, or you just like, nigga, I'm a nigga in this girl body anyway?
I was a nigga in the girl body anyways.
Okay.
I think their abuse just kind of
Heighten that shit like, man, I'm finna fucking switch on y'all.
No,
like-
beat his ass as soon as I
It
Soon as I
heightened
get this
certain
shit.
mannerisms
Hey.
like my aggression, like
Question,
stuff
I got
like
I got
that.
a real question though. Like in some of these high schools, they've been like, of course, like us in America, we are very goddamn adaptive and shit and forward thinking in our process. Like they got transgender kids participating in these sports and shit.
Right.
There's one, it was a dude, but he was a transgender. He was a woman. He went to a woman, trans over to a woman, and he was participating. He won the championship. I feel that, okay, we got men's sports, we got women's sports. shit, we should have trans women sports and trans men sports because of the fact, like,
But that's exclusion.
No,
it
you
ain't
can't do
because
that.
like men can't play in women basketball.
But
Nah,
okay, so
that's not.
no, let me tell you where you're wrong.
Okay,
For
tell me.
one, that's just doing nothing but adding to the division, and that's
Right.
the issue. Like we don't
don't
want
need
to
to
be
be divided.
outcasts. Like
Okay, that's-
I don't want to walk in
okay,
the room and like, oh, you're
okay,
a trans
so-
man. No, I'm a
Yeah,
grown
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like
But like, you know, physically, like out top though, like this dude went from male to woman. Like
Yeah,
he's physically
but-
stronger and he physically
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Not
Okay,
necessarily.
I don't know. I was just
Not
you know I was just going off the
necessarily.
thinking of my brain.
and that's like people
they
make
start taking estrogen, so they okay. I
So,
feel they
like-
fluff up a little bit.
Exactly. So that's the thing about it. Like everyone wants to say, well, this is not right. Y'all, this should be division, blah, 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 or whatever. No. If this is how they identify, let them compete in that sport. Just
Okay.
like they got to
Right.
train,
You gotta
their
train.
competition got to train.
Yeah.
And then
But
the
look-
fact that they might be on hormones, that's actually giving the other people
See-
more of an advantage. Because what if we got to have a fight the day of my testosterone shite and I'm feeling weaker and you feeling stronger, so you gonna beat me?
Yeah.
Then any other day, I'm gonna whoop somebody's ass.
Look,
Like
though, Ricky, that's why I say you got cheat code too, though, bro.
It's not a cheat
Because
code.
look, think
it's
about
not
this.
a cheat code. It's
It's
just
not
that
a
nobody's ever taken
No.
the time to ask us what the hell it is.
Yeah,
No,
no,
people
but
don't
listen,
take the
listen to
time
this
to
real
tap
question
in,
real quick. This is a
though.
real question. Like I just literally said cheat code. Like how you said, like when you write your music, you know what I'm saying? You're able to tap into that, like we say 20%. You know what I'm saying? And you know how to manipulate that when you need to. You said it.
Everybody can do that
Turn it
though
on,
if
yeah.
you have it.
Everybody can do
that's
that.
what makes me bisexual because I feel like I have a masculine side to me where I feel like, okay, I can handle this female. I can do what I need to do. I can provide for my household. I can give you this dick. I can change the
You
tire.
can give them some dick.
I can do whatever
Men
I
can do
want
it
to do.
too.
You
What
can
is
do
chivalry?
the same.
Chivalry is tapping into the feminine
It's not
side.
right. If you
It's
decide-
tapping into
right.
what the woman wants. We don't want to open car doors. Open the shit your damn self.
Yeah,
Why
in
do we
real
do
life.
it? Because that's what they want.
That's
In real
tapping
life.
into your sensitive side.
So it's not that I have
he
the
don't have a
advantage.
cheat
I just
code.
got more of a
You
common
just
sense
know.
to use
Right.
it.
He just chooses
Fuck.
to use it and you don't.
Maybe you
know?
right. Maybe you
That's
fucking right,
easy.
Ricky. Shit.
Dang, don't make us look bad now. Come on.
How?
Everybody got that. You got a feminine and you got a strong side. Like, if I be like, yo, I'm finna fuck this nigga in the ass, which I've been doing.
Man.
Listen,
This shit
that
called
make
this ass play.
that don't make me all feminine. That right now I'm a nigga. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? 'Cause I gotta make sure my stroke game, my back muscles are together, my knees are locked in. That is muscle work. I have to go to the gym.
Did they
and
add
work
a
for-
dick, Ricky?
Okay, don't jump to that. That's my question. Did they add a dick?
Okay. Yes or no?
Let me take that in. Give me a moment. I gotta figure that out. Yes and no. Okay. Okay.
It means
Go
somewhere.
ahead. Go ahead. Talk about it.
Okay.
We here
So
for it.
there are different methods to handle methods.
Sound like
My
T.I.
nigga.
I love that nigga. I aspire to be that nigga.
Listen.
Like,
T.I.
Listen, that
Love that
nigga
That's
man.
my
right
guy. I
Yes.
fuck with him.
Okay, go ahead.
Expeditiously.
expeditiously.
Oh, you sound just like him. Listen, keep talking to me. Talk dance. Ooh.
So anyway,
Go ahead.
so when you have to deal with, you know, figuring out what you go do as far as
The
your
dick.
bottom end,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's either doing surgery,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Or which would mean like a year-long process. They got to cut, you know, skin off your body.
Yeah.
In the U.S., there's lots of complications. There's
Yeah.
lots of limitations to how you can do it.
Yeah.
You run an 80% risk of not being able to have sex if you choose
Okay.
that method.
And Ricky wanna fuck.
And then method number 2
Okay.
is called a STP, or you can upgrade to a 4-in-1, which is basically it does all the functions of a real dick: piss, get hard,
What the
get
fuck?
soft. You can get, it got balls, it got veins. If you want some hair, you can customize how you want to. Your skin, it match your skin color. Like
You lying, Ricky.
I'm not.
Cause y'all niggas finna be out of business. Listen,
No, we
I'm
not.
gonna be only transgenders only. Listen, go ahead, talk to me. What
That's
else?
fucked up.
So it's called a 4-in-1. It's the STP. It pack your fans. It feel it. I could do
Hey,
every,
pack your fans.
pack your pants. Like it is. It's
Oh,
a
like
real
got a
dick.
bulge.
Yeah, it's like it. It's
You get to
everything.
pick your dick.
Listen.
Build a dick.
That
This man built this
build the
dick.
dick. I'm trying. He went to build a bell, build the dick.
Give me that goddamn 7, 8 and a half right there.
Listen, he bigger than you without trying.
I ain't
Come
tripping.
on, listen. Come on. Okay, what else?
I love what I got.
What else it do?
It be what it is.
Okay, so which one did you pick?
I picked number 2. You think I'm gonna run the risk of not being able to have sex when I can build a dick exactly how I want to and fuck all I
Exactly.
want to?
My
And you know the
God.
real, you know the
insane.
stroke sniff. What's your stroke count, Ricky?
He don't
See,
have
okay,
a count.
to not bust fast, Ricky, this what we do. We count as we stroke.
Pause. Okay, but see, that's the difference between a trans
I
man,
know, man.
and
I'm
a cis
trying to-
man.
See,
Y'all
you see
got
how
to
you trying to-
count. We don't have a count. We just go.
You see what I'm
Like-
saying, bro? See, you trying to
We
outcast
just go,
yourself,
like-
Ricky. You could have just gave
No, we
Ricky.
do. We come.
Yes, he comes
But
just like how he used to come.
Just like
Long.
when
Take
a
forever.
woman has sex with a woman, it lasts longer than having sex with a man.
Yeah, it take
We
forever.
still have that ability.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the dick is the way it's built. It has something built inside. So like as we stroke it, we feel it. We feel every fucking thing we do.
Oh, I'm about to cry. This shit
Well,
is for
the
real.
brand I got mine from.
That nigga said, "Bro, look, I got the Nike. in this
Baby,
bitch."
he got Gucci
We
dick.
just do
Okay, y'all about to-
God.
Hold on, let me clarify, because
He
not
got
everybody's does that. Some people get different. Where I go to.
Yeah. Is
But
that
you
like a
gonna get-
one and done thing, or that's something you got to go check out periodically?
I mean, of course, you want to every couple of years.
Okay.
You know,
Can it get
upgrade,
infected? Can
switch
it-
it out,
can
do
it
what
get
you got to do.
infected?
And you can't catch nothing from it.
No, I need to know. Can it get infected? Can you catch something on it?
Can you catch something on it?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's something that has to do with like
Crabs.
fluids, yeah.
Shit, they gonna
But
jump
anything
on you.
like that, yeah, you could.
My nigga
but-
got there hitting all these bitches.
So let me.
You hitting them raw too. You raw dicking them out here,
my
Ricky.
God.
Stop raw dicking, Ricky.
I can't get them pregnant.
Listen, Ricky,
You a fool, bruh.
Listen.
He's a fool.
Listen, I'm probably the only person against them being able to make it so we can have kids. No,
That's what I'm about to ask you too. That was my next question. So you want to have kids?
I do. I do want to have kids,
Uh-huh.
but I'm full blown aware it might be a blessing that God made
Yeah.
me a trans man and not
Yeah.
a cis man. Because
A cis man?
Yeah,
What's
The
that?
sis man can have.
you're a cis male.
Oh, well,
She's
hold
a cis
on.
woman.
Well, hold on, my nigga. What you mean I'm a cis?
That just means you were born as a man and you identify as a man.
He don't know
a
the lingo.
sense,
Cis,
Like a-
CIS.
like how they be saying cis,
Yeah,
but it's CIS.
yeah.
Cis man.
You a
I
cis
ain't
male.
never heard that shit before, Rick.
Yeah.
He don't know the lingo. He not in the community. Anyway, do
But
you
I'm
gonna teach.
feel
accepting of everybody
right
in
do
the
you
world,
feel
Craig.
it when you have feels like you feel everything?
Long Ricky, you can bring me some real bitches. We can be cool. I need some real bitches. I don't want no disrespect to trans women. I don't want y'all.
I only date cis women, so
Yeah.
we'll be on the
Okay.
same page, bro.
Yeah,
That
that,
is
shit,
amazing.
goddamn.
That
shit.
is
What do you
amazing.
feel about that though? Like them being able to do the womb transplant though for the
That what
trans.
about
I
that?
mean, like in all honesty, I think that's great. I understand why they're doing it.
But don't you think that? Well, before I was goddamn brought up to speed with how it go, because I was thinking in my mind, and it would be fucked up if it was this way. If they were able to, when they do that transplant, they got a womb, their eggs come down, they're menstrual and shit like that. I was thinking that was gonna be with the transplant, but I think that you told me that goddamn they still got to get the shit put in them and
Yeah.
shit like that. Because in my mind, in my thinking, I was like, damn, they do this transplant and they ain't got to. If they
It's
don't need
almost like
nobody to
doing
do
in
it,
vitro.
that's like goddamn. They'll never have to tell nobody they was ever a dude.
No.
No.
Nah, but I was saying though, if they could produce their own eggs and shit, like you'll never if you could produce your own eggs and you bleed like goddamn a
I mean,
cis
that'd be
woman, like goddamn, they won't ever have to tell nobody that they was a man ever.
All right, but it's not set up like that.
Yeah.
Because God didn't create people like that. That's why you have a reproductive system. And so right now we're just genetically remaking the female so that we can put it inside of a man and let them be the woman that they aspire to be. It's like he said, it's different people. You know,
Yeah.
some people want to have kids and some people don't. I mean, I salute to all of them. Like anybody who wants to be anybody. Because at the end of the day, I feel like we're all human.
Yeah,
like
you
I
do
think
say that shit.
that's where people keep getting wrong. You're male, you gay, you straight, you're bi. No, we're all human. If I cut,
Well, then y'all stop
you
being
cut.
so strong against us straight people, the
No, y'all stop being
LGBTQIA
so
community.
a hater against us. Y'all don't like nothing we do. Like how
Nah.
that, like you just said, how that guy got in that transgender, got in that sport. Now we should have our own
My
sports.
thing.
No.
Nah, it wasn't even.
No.
That was just my thinking. Maybe it was a
No,
PR
But that's what
She
I'm
felt
saying.
like
Like
it. She
it really
felt like
be,
it.
it really be like the straight community. Y'all be kind of
That-
mad.
it ain't
Because
even-
like,
it ain't
like
even-
you just said, like
Damn, I'm being
you
double
gotta,
teamed,
you gotta
y'all.
have a whole other thing. Like,
No, my
not just
thing-
saying that's your thinking, but I'm saying like from a society standpoint.
That's how society
as soon as
think.
anything happen, the first thing they think is let's just
Hey,
divide them.
You know how my
Like,
thinking is though, like, cause I'm a simple guy. You feel me? And if I'm gonna be accepting of people, that's just the back of it. It ain't nothing really fucked up. It's just fucked up. But if I'm a goddamn just if I'm a person now, I'm accepting whoever you are, have you come you into my life. You know, whatever you will. All right, shit, you will. You all right? That's it. Cool. Then we cool. But you know what I'm saying. But me, I like the joke. And if I tell a joke, I can't be goddamn. I hate whenever goddamn motherfucker want to ban. I ain't even that big yet. But you know how people get banned and shit like that. Like we can't even speak freely no more. Like motherfucker can't get joked on. Like. It's just like you joke on people like, oh man, you going too far. But nigga, if I was just talking about this nigga and how broke, busting, and disgusting he was, it was funny to you.
But that depend on the person.
Right,
like that go back to when you asked me why do I tell everybody up front? Because there's plenty of people like this, and you see I got a sense of damn humor. I'm
in
laughing about
in real life.
If I really want to have kids or not. Like
you really do got a sense of humor.
It depends on the person. Like
yeah.
Right.
I leave it out in the open because you gonna want to crack the jokes anyways. Let me go ahead and let you know what it is, so you won't say
You
nothing.
feel comfortable,
I'm not uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You not uncomfortable. Just know you
Right.
say some shit, I'm gonna say some shit right back.
Real life
Right.
face ass.
Right.
It's dope though, Ricky. I got one last question, bro. And we're gonna end it on that. If you goddamn was able to run into the 12-year-old you right now, what advice would you give yourself? Tell Dope Nation. They want to know. They right here in front of you.
Well, first I'll tell myself to do some push-ups because you go turn into a grown-ass man in about 6 more years. You need to get your little bird chest together. But no, in all honesty, I think the best thing I would 12-year-old Ricky is keep going. Like, I remember my 12-year-old self. I remember I was getting beat to the point that I almost got killed. I remember, you feel me, being a smart kid, scared to show who I was and just wanting to just give up because everything around me didn't make sense. And so everything you going through is going to all add up later on because you're going to be sitting at a dope-ass podcast, giving a dope-ass interview, telling them about all the shit your bad 12-year-old ass is doing.
In real life.
Hey.
On that note, man, keep it dope. Never lose the hope, Nation. Got to start money with me. Ricky just became a new friend of mine. Y'all fuck with him like I fuck with y'all, and y'all fuck with me. Keep it dope.
Nigga, I'm hard for real. And I be all off the dome, yeah, let's keep it real. I built a fucking studio and called it studio. Cool TV, podcast and content, we creating the best shit. What you thought this shit was. And I can never ever lose, cause I never